Welcome back to a brand new house cleaning video. In today's video we are going to be doing a whole house clean. I thought I'd show you around first what I'm starting with. Now I have been at work quite a lot recently, which means I haven't had time to stay on top of all the housework. My daughter's bedroom you're seeing now, I don't often get in here as I've said before. So when I do get in here, it's really bad. So we're desperately going to be cleaning in here and moving her room around. So now you can see what I'm working with. Let's get cleaning. One of the problems I've had lately is I just cannot sleep through the night. This has led to a relapse in my depression, and as you saw a minute ago, just bedtime munchies because I can't sleep. So I'm getting rid of all the rubbish and hoovering first, and at the end of each room I will show you the amount of dust and rubbish I pull out of each of the bedrooms. It's actually quite phenomenal. That's the laundry. There isn't a lot of laundry today, which I'm quite thankful for, but these are the 3 bin bags of rubbish I pulled from the bedroom, and I did empty the dust canister on the hoover before I started, and this is the amount of dog hair and dust I've got off the floor. Now it has piled up one side, so it does look a lot on one side and there's not a lot on the other. So you have to kind of imagine it all evened out, but there's still quite a lot of dust and dog hair off the floor. On to Alyssa's room. I didn't even know where to begin in here. I just sat there for a few minutes and was like, oh, somebody help me. But I soon got started. This is where her cat tries to climb out of the window, so it's made a nice mess everywhere. I'm going to be using the Astonish Lemon Disinfectant Ready Mix Spray. This stuff smells gorgeous and is ready mix disinfectant. So I'm going to lather that all over this room because this room just... And I am going to let it have its contact time. Normally I just dust with this spray, so I just spritz it on, wipe it off. But what I'm actually going to do is give it a good coating and let it sit for its contact time before wiping it off. And I do that on pretty much every surface, although this is sped up, so it looks like I'm just spraying and wiping off. I'm not. It does get left for its contact time. Now, I found so much rubbish in this room, I didn't know what to do with it. But, you know, I got there in the end. Alyssa collects clothes like I don't know what. I don't know how many of her she thinks there are. Clearly a lot. The amount of clothes she's got is phenomenal. One of the ways I clean is to put everything I haven't got a home for in a pile. Then I move that pile around as I find the homes for things. So in Alyssa's room, what I'm doing is taking everything I don't know where to put and dumping it on her bed. I'll then clean the surfaces. Now this one I do clean, but that wax will not come off. I'm going to get a scraper at some point and try and get that off, but it is stuck fast. It's not coming off at the moment. It's fine. It's dusted. I'll leave it. So now, once everything's clean, I'm going to go round and find a place for everything. Now Alyssa doesn't have a lot of storage in her room. Oh, baby cat cuddles. Alyssa doesn't have a lot of storage in her room. So what I'm going to do is just put the stuff I haven't got a home for in a bag. When she eventually buys storage, she can find a home for it, but I'm not throwing anything out. This is the amount of laundry I got from her room. It's actually surprisingly small amount. The bin bag is heavy, very, very heavy, and just over half full, which again for her room and the amount I thought I'd have isn't all that bad. The hoovering in her room, again, wasn't all that bad. I think her room was just more untidy than it was actually dirty, which shocks me, but then I suppose everything was sort of kept clean by all the junk and rubbish and stuff left all over the place, so I suppose it worked. Anyway, I left our bed to air while I cleaned Alyssa's room, so now I'm going to go back into our room, make the bed and dust in our room. Once everything's done and all been kicked up, I dust down at the end of rooms. This stuff is fantastic. It's antibacterial, Febreze, which is amazing. I used to use the Dettol sprays, but they've become very expensive now. This smells great, keeps the odours away for quite a while, and like I say, is antibacterial. I do all my soft furnishings with it, including, as you see, the curtains, the bedding. I give the carpets a quick spritz with it. Literally any soft furnishings, I will spray it everywhere. With a final dust, the bedrooms are done. Time for downstairs. I have been slowly trying to reduce the amount of clutter we have in this home, so I have been getting rid of any extra bottles of shampoo, conditioner or soaps that we have laying around the house. So I've left out as many bottles as I can. That way, as soon as you get in the bath, you grab what is easiest and use it. I am not buying any more replacements until it is all used up. I want one shampoo bottle, one conditioner bottle, one bottle of body wash. That's all we need. I do want to get some like bath salts and that sort of thing so we can have nice relaxing baths, but most of the time we don't have time for relaxy baths. We're in the bath to get clean and carry on our day. But I did get some nice relaxing scented bath stuff in the hopes that it would help me sleep. So I do have one extra bottle of nice bath stuff, but I wanted that anyway, so that's fine. The bathroom is also, as you can see, in desperate need of a makeover. Desperate need of a makeover. It's falling apart, it's mouldy, the bath suite things don't match, it's coming away from the wall, it's damaged. Hopefully, at some point in 2024, our landlord will actually get round to replacing this bathroom because we have lived here 11 years and it's still in from the previous tenant. So God only knows when it will be replaced, but it needs to be soon because it's driving me up the wall. I have to dry behind here just to make sure we try and stay on top of the mould. I just, does my head in. Now when it comes to cleaning your toilet, I am sure I've shared this tip before, but I'm going to do it again. Take a mop bucket full of clean water and tip it down your loo really quick. And as you can see, it sucks the water all around the U-bend. You now have a low water line without having to do that plungery thing with the toilet brush or using an empty cup or bottle to scoop the water out. Tip clean, fresh water down, it flushes it down, you pour your cleaner down, leave it for as long as you want to leave it, give it a scrub, flush the chain, the toilet will refill, your toilet will be clean. Less hassle, less fuss, just so much easier. Definitely the best tip I can give anybody. Normally I would spray cleaner all over my toilet first and do the outside, then I would pour the mop bucket of fresh clean water down the toilet, then put the bleach on and clean the inside. However, today I've done it the wrong way round, so instead of risking mixing the two chemicals, which can be super dangerous, I'm actually just going to spray on the cloth. Now that does mean it won't get the correct contact time because I haven't sprayed it on the toilet and left it. However, I would rather that small, you know, risk that, oh, there's a bit of bacteria left on there, than spraying the cleaner down and causing some sort of awful gases to escape from the toilet. Just not worth the risk. So I'm going to do it this way. I do take a bit of toilet paper at the end just to wipe any little hairs or bits of crummy, you know, when you're using microfiber cloths, you often get those little black bobbly bits, dust, I don't know what it is, I certainly do. So I take some toilet paper, just wipe everything off afterwards. That obviously, because I've put bleach in the toilet already, is going to go in the bin and not be flushed down the toilet, because I just don't want to risk any interaction between the two chemicals. And that's my toilet done. So we have a cat, and I have a sister who has asthma and a pretty severe cat allergy. She's going to be down in the first week of November, so it is imperative that I deep clean the house. The cat is on an anti-allergen cat food that reduces, wow, that's a hard word to say, the risk of her having a reaction, but I need to clean all the pet dander off and as much dust as I can before she comes down. So I'm deep cleaning my living room. Part of that deep clean, as you can see, is cleaning out my spider plants and wiping the leaves off to get the dust off of them. Now, I'm not going to be fully deep cleaning my living room because as I film this, there is still a big gap of time between me cleaning and her coming down, and everything could get recontaminated. So I'm going to just deep clean the bits I can now and reduce the amount of deep cleaning I have to do later, so I can get to the important things like the carpet and the sofa and deep clean them close to the time. Things like this will just need a quick spray down with a water bottle, but you can see how much muck I'm getting off them. They needed doing. So like I say, close to the time, I can just go round and just give everything a quick dust, and I'll only just be removing the top layer rather than trying to remove months, years worth of grime. My Buddha statues are also getting a good wash because the nooks and crannies tend to attract the dust and I can't get it out just by polishing, so they're getting bathed and then dried. It's working, so why not? But yeah, everything is getting a thorough dusting today. This spider unit is also a magnet for dust. Say hello to the husband who keeps appearing. The unit has those drawers. Now we don't use those drawers because we did have the spiders in them. So I'm going to rejig the shelf and replace the ornaments and give them a good dusting, as I said. I'm also going to break down those drawers. I mean, they're only fabric, they just fold down, and make sure that they're folded and put away so that I don't have to worry about dust being in those. One of the problems with this spider unit is I can't actually use any sort of polish spray on it or that lemon Dettol spray I had. This particular cube I'm cleaning out now does have dirt in it because we did have a spider in it up until yesterday. She sadly passed away, so I need to clean that out. Each of Dell's cars is getting fully dusted before it goes back in. But like I say, on this unit, I can't use any form of polish, any kind of cleaner. It literally is just warm water, wipe down, because I don't want to hurt spiders and my beautiful Halloween ornaments. I really want a lot of seasonal decor in this house, but it's expensive to buy. So I'm just going to get a couple of pieces each year and slowly build up my collection. That cable drives me wild. It's always laying on the floor, so just sort of wrapped it up and got it off the floor so I could give the skirting board a wipe and I could get in there with the hoover. As you also saw, my faux pampas grass plant, that got fully dusted as well. Like I say, I'm on a dust mission. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, but I am on a dust mission. I got to assist my sister when she comes down is that air purifier. I have seen some amazing reviews on Amazon for it. It's quite cheap and it gets left running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to hopefully keep the pet allergies out of the air for her and just any other allergies out of the air. I'm very conscious that she's basically risking her life to come and visit. So I do as much as I possibly can to try and reduce that risk for her. So that runs. I will try and pop a link in the description box below, but I'm not quite technically minded with that, so I'll give it a go. But if it's not there, it's an air purifier off of Amazon, and I'm fingers crossed with the anti-allergy stuff the cat is on the food. Hopefully my sister shouldn't have a reaction and she can come and visit more often without fighting for breath, which would be so nice. After I finish the kitchen, taking all the rubbish out and the laundry out, I do sweep and mop the floors. However, because we have baby cat, I do have to wait a few hours to do that, and I didn't get round to filming it. So this is the last you'll see of me in today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. You've liked, subscribed, and you're going to come back and join me for more cleaning videos.